What's up, guys? Welcome back to Easy Like Sunday Morning. I am B Green Flex.
I'm your sensei. It's good to see you guys again. It's good to be back. We kind of fumbled last week's. Yeah, well, we actually did it on Wednesday, so we technically still got one done for the week.
But we did miss the one before that and said we were going to do both. But things have just kind of been weird, man. Yeah. And I know all of you guys know exactly what we're talking about. What was talked about in one of our podcasts, 2 months ago as just we're fine, everything's cool, is now
turning into we are on mandatory
as of tomorrow at 5 o'clock, I believe.
PM.
Mandatory
shelter in place, basically.
Shelter in place.
So only essential people can be out on the roads.
You have to have a note from your employer.
You can be on the road. As humans, we are free, but you will get a Class 2 misdemeanor charge if you are caught.
If you have, you can go to the store if you're, going grocery shopping.
Because that's an essential place.
But if you're just I'm just going over to my friend's house. No, you can't just do that shit.
Class 2 misdemeanor, get the fuck back home, buddy.
So it's kind of tricky, man. Everything is up in the air right now. I mean, Trump signed a stimulus bill, $2 trillion to alleviate, which... are you aware of this? Because you're going to get some money.
Maybe. There's backups to it. You can't, your parents cannot claim you on taxes. You have to be a dependent
Did you
on
file
yourself.
Your own?
And
if you did, you're getting a check.
Well, my mom files it for me, but she doesn't put it under her shit.
Yeah, it's your own taxes, yeah. So you're getting a check.
Yeah, okay, cool. Well, yeah,
I'm good. If you file your individual taxes, you will get a check. And that is, now don't get me wrong. Some people are like, oh, it's still, but they're still out of work. I get that, but they didn't have to give you anything.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And the thing about it is that, to be honest, the Democrats were the ones that lowered it to where it's at. Because initially, I believe the plan was to give $1,500 or something like that. But besides all that, the stimulus bill is there, so people will get checks. If you are a child and you are dependent on someone else's taxes, then they will get $500 for you, and it's based off of whatever your last return was. So if you did file for 19, then it'll be based off of that. For me, I didn't file yet, so
but you also don't get it if you made over $75,000.
No, you still get it. You just get a less amount.
Are you sure?
Yeah. 75 is the cutoff for 1,200. If you make under that, you get 1,200. Over that, what's the disadvantage for me?
They should have. Why?
In 18, when I filed, I made $85,000. So I'm only gonna get. But supposedly the way it's set up is
that was 18. That's not last year.
I didn't file for 19, so it's gonna go based off of 18.
Oh,
yeah.
Dude.
But the thing is, supposedly the way the bill reads is that if anything over 75 is only a few dollars per thousand. So I'm not gonna lose. I'm not gonna get 500. I'll still get over $1,000, I think. And the other
even
thing
if
about
not,
this,
that's just
it's still
a free
money.
Paycheck.
Exactly, it's still free bread. So
no other. I didn't see China. I didn't see anything about China doing this for their people. I didn't see anybody else doing this for their people.
Yep, exactly. So
as of right now, we're the only. Oh, what? Italy got free Pornhub Premium? Who gives a fuck? I don't even watch porn. Who gives a shit?
And they also have a high death rate too.
Yeah. So we're getting money.
Yep,
you're getting a check sent for something that you didn't have to work for.
And also, I believe part of the bill is that mortgage companies and creditors and stuff are not allowed to collect on debts until after this stuff is over.
They're not allowed to collect on that, and they're also not allowed to hold it against you.
Yeah.
They can't say, oh, well, you didn't pay this one. Yeah, because we couldn't. We were.
So did you see that there's there's a cheesecake factory somewhere, or just the chain itself, but I think it was just one individual one that was not going to be able to pay rent for the month of March or April or something because they haven't been open. And then there's 150 Waffle Houses that are about to get shut down because they have no income right now. And it's it just shows how not even people in America, but businesses too are paycheck to paycheck in America.
Yeah.
And it's
what we know as $1 million businesses and $10 million businesses are.
What do you think when you go from making millions and millions of dollars a day to making zero?
You still have to keep. I mean, even our company that has still been open, because I work for Valvoline, that's an essential company because it works with cars. Our company, we had a conference call. There's over 100 people in this conference call, and it was with the CEO, the owner of Valvoline, and the director of operations. Oh shit! And they even said since this has started, they've already seen a 50% cut in income, and we've still been open. Over 50%. Literally,
you're having to fork out those same expenses, but no money coming in.
Last week, every single area manager and marketing manager in the company worked for free all week.
It's crazy.
They took their paycheck from them. It's like,
crazy.
yeah, you guys are going to be working for free this week.
It's real out here, man. And it's crazy to think about it because, like, I was looking at this thing the other day where China is now COVID free. Like, I guess China has no more cases now, or like certain parts of China. And like it was like this Chinese reporter in Beijing, like a certain part of Beijing that is usually fully populated and shit. And now like there's people out, you know what I'm saying? But it's like definitely night and day compared to what it was. And people are still masked and you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, yeah, China is different than us. Once we get clean, it'll probably be a lot quicker to normal. But it's still going to be a period of time where people are going to be like, you know, stay away from me, bro, or make sure you got hand sanitizer, or make sure, you know what I'm saying?
Which even after this ends, we should still be like that.
And that's the biggest thing for me is like,
just because of virus.
Take care of yourself anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying be overprotective all the goddamn time because that's actually not good for you.
That you can actually
you wear off your immune system that way.
Yep.
But you should always be washing your hands whenever you use the restroom. You should wash your hands if you like have been doing something with food or with people and you're shaking people's hands and stuff like that.
Every time I come in my apartment after I've left and come back, everything is Lysol.
And that
instant hand washing, everything gets
like,
Lysol.
Or especially like if you have a little get together or at work and especially at work because like I know when I was at the dealership, dude, like there's times where people are using your computer, your phone. You have customers in front of you all day. Got little kids in front of you that are touching shit. Like you just got to take care of yourself.
And like
man.
at Valvoline, like I'm an inspector. I'm a state inspector. It's against the law for somebody other than the state inspector to drive the car into the building. If it is being inspected. So if somebody pulls up, I have to drive the car in to
Which
stay in legal
handle,
standard. And we haven't gotten a letter from the DMV saying, it is okay at this point in time to let customers drive in. They just have to hop out when you lift the vehicle. Now we can do that, but they haven't sent that out, so they could still be like, nah, like here's a fine.
Yep.
You know, take your. Like I'm sure it wouldn't get to that. I'm sure they'd understand, but at the same time, it's like, what if they don't? What if they're still staying to their laws? Like, it still is a state law. So, I don't know, man. It's weird. I'm having to get in and out of... Dude, and it's the end of the month. So, yeah, it's going to mandatory lockdown, but everybody's trying to get their inspections taken care of.
Yep, that's true.
Before the next month. So, I'm literally in the past 4 days, I've probably done 50-plus inspections. There's 50 different random people's cars I've had to get in.
Crazy.
I mean, granted, I'm wearing gloves all the time.
But
that only goes so far.
Yep.
The contact,
especially when you're in the person's car where they are breathing.
And then some lady called and asked if we were open for inspections. John was like, yes, we were open for inspections. And he got off the phone. He's like, I don't like how that lady sounded. And I'm like, what do you mean? Yeah. And I was like, fuck, dude. Like, God damn it.
It always makes you think now. Whereas, like, it's funny because before, it didn't really matter. You would just be like, oh, okay, they might be sick, they have allergies, whatever. Like.
So we're sitting there, it's only two of us. Like, we've only been running two-way. So we're doing an oil change on the car. This lady pulls up. And, you know, she kind of shouts across, you know, is right here good? I'm like, yeah, I'll get to it in a second. So she goes and sits around the side of the building. So I get in her car, pull it in, whatever. It ended up being that bitch that called. And as I was cashing her out,
didn't have to call her.
She's like, yeah, here's the card. Like, sniffling everything. And I'm like, are you fucking serious right now? Are you fucking serious? Like, I was all in her fucking car. All in her car. She gave me a $10 tip. But
you said
still,
$10.
Like, is that $10 really gonna be worth like me not fucking like being able to talk to people? Like, fucking shit.
No, shit's weird.
But it's crazy, man.
It is weird, and it also makes you think about like all the other shit about like the conspiracies behind everything, and the fact that like it's weird. So America has more cases now than any other place in the world, but we're the last people to supposedly have contracted it, right? So it's like.
Dude, I bet Canada's good right now. I'm literally highly thinking
crazy. You haven't heard about Canada.
One thing from Canada.
You haven't heard about Russia, which is very interesting because Russia.
You're right.
With their location, they're very close to China. They're very close to.
Dude, they're fucking
the
complete other side of Russia touches touches China.
So and like every other like Italy, other parts of Europe are still kind of close to Russia, and it's like. But you don't really hear about cases there, like and
I haven't seen one thing. Russia outbreak.
You're hearing China, which is clearing up now. Italy, which is kind of like super bad right now. And like Germany's been, I think, pretty
the
bad
Middle
as well.
East, the Middle East is enforcing this shit, but I haven't heard of an outbreak or many cases even from the Middle
And
East.
it's just interesting that there's only like certain places on the world that it's attacking, but like there's others that it's not. But you would think that with the amount of travel that the world does, and like especially China specifically, they go everywhere. Like you would think that it would be all over, not just in certain hotspots. And then it's also interesting to think about how America has the most cases now, even though we were the last people to get it, and we're also one of the least dense in reference to all the other countries. Like New York and Cali are dense, which is why their cases are growing quick. But for the most part, Italy is super condensed. You have like 10 people to a house. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's just that Italian blood, bro. It's all about family over there. Like if you're
Everyone's
not 10
together.
deep in a house, you're not a real Italian family.
That's crazy, man. And I thought this was pretty interesting too. So I went to Colorado and Arizona for New Year's, and
I remember that.
I got really, really sick while I was there. Like it was like I was in Arizona for 2 days. Went to Colorado. I was there for 3 days. On the second day in Colorado, I started getting kind of sick. Didn't think anything of it. I was thinking maybe the altitude, whatever. The third day, was that the day I left? No, we left on the fourth day. Third day, I was like really kind of sick, like fever, getting hot, whatever. And then the fourth day we left, I was super sick. Came back, was still super sick for a few days. Went to the doctor, tested for flu and strep, neither of them. And the doctor was like, it's probably just some kind of respiratory infection. He gave me some antibiotics. I took the antibiotics, started feeling better, and then it went away. And it makes me think like, okay, if that was New Year's, when technically the coronavirus started coming out in China in like November, could I have possibly had coronavirus at that time and not known it? You know what I'm saying? Like, because I tested for flu and strep and it was neither. But it was all the symptoms of like something like the flu or something like.
But they didn't have any of the tests here for
coronavirus. Because it wasn't a thing yet.
Well,
it was in China, but it wasn't here. Stop messing with it.
Dude, that's crazy.
That's crazy and it was when I was talking to Tevin. I know I keep talking, but when I was talking to Tevin and his girlfriend yesterday, they were saying how like a few months ago, and I know this too, a lot of people were getting sick a couple months ago. Like sick. Like my mom was saying that there was a lot of people around her getting sick. Tevin said a lot of people at his job were getting sick, and it was like right around that New Year's time. And I remember a lot of people getting sick around that time, and it was like Bianca said, her coworkers were all getting sick, and it was like, but no one really had. Like, some people had strep, but a lot of people didn't have strep or the flu.
But they're saying one of the biggest symptoms to the coronavirus is strep throat. Like, that is a symptom.
And it looked like strep. Like, it not as bad, but it kind of had that same kind of look and feel. And, like, bro, it just makes you think, like, okay, really, the cases are here now, but that's only because we can test for it. What if this whole time it's been spreading already? People have already gone through it. But now you're just finding out about it within our own population.
What are they saying? For every one person tested positive, there's definitely 10 other people that have it. That
10 to
don't know
20.
it.
Yep.
That's wild. That's crazy, bro.
But the crazy thing is that say I did have it, or say all these other people that were sick had it, right? And they got through it. Like, it's obviously not that big of a fucking deal. It's just a sickness. It's a virus.
Which we've been fighting so long.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to fight viruses. Once this goes away, in a few more years, there's going to be another.
Can I grab those Dr. Peppers or something?
Yeah. Right. But yeah, dude, like, it's only a matter of time. Like, after this goes away, two or three more years, there's going to be another virus.
Yep.
Another worldwide epidemic. Bro, my thing is a swine flu. The swine flu worldwide killed millions and millions of people.
Death rate was
millions.
Like 50%.
It was almost for sure 50-50 chance that you were going to die when you got it.
And, like, it was thoroughly spread because you were throwing up, shitting, fucking coughing, and it was crazy.
And nobody really freaked out that bad. Like, it wasn't like it was now.
They did. The only thing, they quarantined the area that it was in, locked it down, and it went away, and it killed people. And it's literally, if you look back, every election, there's some kind of outbreak. Now, this is the only one that's got pandemic status as far as, like, the regulation side of it. But every election, there's something, whether it's swine flu, they had bird flu, there'll be like little things.
Imagine if that's part of running. Like, all right, so the second part of the running is we have to find a way to cause a sickness just so we can see what the Democrats would do in that situation and what the Republicans would do in that situation.
It's all whoever is up here trying to make the decisions.
Like, that's a crazy theory.
And it's also like I was looking at this video. They were talking about pandemics, like actual pandemics since like our civilization and stuff. And it's like they were talking about how there was one in 1918. Let me see real quick. There was one in 1918, and it lasted for like 2 years. And it makes you think like, okay, yeah, that was a long time ago. We have a lot more medicine and stuff like that now. But either way, point being, the things, we have a lot more people now. Yeah. And the thing is that it's still a new sickness that takes time to develop vaccines for and medicine for and whatever. And it's like, if it's something is that drastic, it could shut shit down for 2 years. I mean, I don't think it's going to happen like that because of how quickly it's
Trump won't let that. He has too much money in the stocks. He's like, yo, we got to get this shit back up and running, people. Like, I'm losing out.
Yeah, but
I have hundreds of millions of dollars in this shit.
Yeah, so smallpox, of course, which was,
that shit still happens though. Like the Black Plague, they're still very, very minimal, but there are still cases to this day of the Black Plague.
This shit, yellow fever from the Caribbean broke out in Philadelphia in 1793.
Which you can still contract yellow fever.
5,000 people died.
Yep, you can still contract it though. Very rare.
And now think about that. 5,000 people in 1793 was like literally almost...
Like, oh my God, dude, this is like killing us.
That was like a quarter of the U.S. population at that time. And then cholera. Is that how you say it? Cholera.
Cholera?
Cholera? I don't know. But that was in 1832 to 1866. I've heard of it before. I just don't know how to say it.
Dude, that's
33 years or 34 years.
Holy shit.
And that was in New York City.
Holy shit, that's a long time.
It still causes 133,000 deaths a year worldwide. It's a lot.
I never knew about that. Dude, we're worrying, like, I get it, we're worrying about a virus, but there are things out there that are still killing hundreds of thousands of people a year. Actually killing, every year.
Scarlet fever, typhoid Mary, Spanish flu, and that was it. Spanish flu in 1918. It was all across the U.S., 675,000 deaths.
In 1918.
That was when the first flu vaccine was developed. But that wasn't even until 42. So that means that like 25 years that they had that with no vaccines.
Dude, that's...
Diphtheria in the 20s. Polio, which I mean that was an ongoing thing. Measles outbreak from 81 to 91.
AIDS. Herpes. I mean, those are all real things that we should...
Super gonorrhea.
Super gonorrhea? That's a real thing?
Mm-hmm. It's like...
What is that? Where it feels like you're... It no longer feels like you're pissing fire. It feels like you're getting shot.
It's like a thing where, like...
Cannonballs?
It's gonorrhea, but it's like a strand that they can't... Like, because gonorrhea is curable, but, like, it's a strand that you can't cure, like, and it will actually... There's this African warlord that had it, that went crazy, like, because supposedly what it starts to do is, like, work its way around your body and, like, eat away at
starts eating your brain.
Yeah.
Dude, that's scary.
That is scary.
You know what that's from? Fucking animals and shit, bro.
That's actually a good point.
And also, those fucking African warlords and shit, they're almost all cannibals.
That's true.
They literally eat people. Like, I watched a Vice documentary where the dude had a fucking heart in his hand and would just, like, ate it and then, like,
he was, like,
and,
doing
bled all over
some, like...
Some wild shit, bro. They don't give a fuck. Gold AKs banging out. Don't give a fuck. Fuck an animal. Fuck a bunch of dirty whores. Fuck a bunch of dudes. Like, they don't care. Eat hearts. Like, this shit's crazy over there. But I did not know super gonorrhea was a thing. Imagine, like, just that one decision. Like, you know what? I don't get out much. We'll see where it leads. And then you have sex with a girl, and then your brain starts getting eaten away from super gonorrhea. The one time you decide. See, that's why I'm glad, dude. That's why I'm glad I have a girl. I don't go out. I don't do none of that stuff. Even before I had a girl, like, I really did not put myself out there like that. And that's one thing, like, I will never regret. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, you got to enjoy your high school days and shit. It's like, what's the point in enjoying it if you end up contracting something that you can't get rid of? So what, you're going to enjoy 2 years of your life to ruin the last 60 or 70? Yeah, fuck out of here.
Or like 20.
I'm 150% good on all of that, bro. Like, who is that one rapper? There's one rapper that got like herpes or AIDS or something, right? I mean, there's probably a lot of them, but like he was
I was
like
about to say pretty much all of.
He didn't make that good of music, but it was like the hype music, the gang shit. He wasn't that good.
I have no idea. I don't keep track of rappers and their STDs.
I mean, he's not worth talking about really, but he's just fucking slinging dick around, and next thing you know, he has herpes. Like, he still makes music and shit, but like, you just ruined. Like, now you're adding how much thousands of dollars of medication a month now to keep this shit down, and like, you just completely changed your whole life just because you wanted to fuck raw. So find a good girl. Like, find one that you know is clean. Yep. Then you could fuck raw all the time. Only thing you got to worry about is a baby. I'd rather worry about having a baby or not having a baby than worrying about, is this girl dirty enough to ruin my life?
But you don't even have to do that. Just wear a condom.
Yeah, but even in a condom, your balls tap against the fucking ass or something, and then boom, like crabs hop on.
Protects against a lot of shit. But either way, we're going to get off that topic now because we're going to focus on the coronavirus. So yeah, shit's crazy. I don't know, man.
Just be careful. Yeah. Like, that's all that's really... It's not
if
really
it happens
that big
to be
of a
the
deal.
end of the world, then...
It's really not that big of a deal.
Enjoy yourself. Have a blast. Have some fun. Make sure you go to... Make sure you drink. And,
Yeah, drink as much alcohol as you can.
Spend time with your family.
Yeah, spend time with your family, for real. I would honestly suggest not getting so wasted during this whole thing.
Yeah.
Only because alcohol does bring down your immune system.
Well, not only
always
that,
keep that in mind. If you're going to get drunk, just stay in the house. Don't get drunk and then run up to the store real quick because, like, your immune system's down.
Well, not only that, it's like this is a time where, like, you're literally going to be sitting in the house for a few weeks. Why would you waste that time on just getting shit-faced drunk every day, doing absolutely nothing? Because then you're just going to end up passing out, whatever the case may be. Just getting drunk when you can use that time to, okay, I'm going to look up, that one thing I've been wanting to look up for the last 3 years.
I'm going to research something.
Yeah.
I'm going to do my reading, or...
I'm going to catch up on that book that I wanted to...
If you're a streamer like me and, like, he's soon to be, or a gamer, like, you can use that time to try to build a brand. If you're trying to build a brand or build a following or something like that, like, use your time wisely.
Don't just time like that.
Yeah, like, this isn't like, oh my god, we're stuck in the house. No, like, use that shit. Like, you know how many people already do that without a quarantine? They just lock themselves in and get as much knowledge as they can, read as much, do a bunch of research,
the successful
try to build it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, like, use this time for that, and most likely it'll carry on once the shit's over. Mm-hmm. You'll start to, you'll get this mood and this motivation. And like,
I think what will happen is too, if you take isolation and you add it with alcohol and downers like that, you start to get in a mood where, okay, I'm lonely, I feel like shit, or I'm drunk and whatever. You get depressed. That can translate into some weight gain. That could translate into some just overall depressive thoughts, like further
even
on in the next few
thoughts,
weeks.
Man.
Yeah, like it's like if you live by yourself and you're going to be isolating by yourself. Like,
alcohol is a natural depressant.
Yep. So you want to use this time to try and be as positive as possible.
Now have fun.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not okay to
make
have
light
some
of the
drinks.
situation, but definitely try and
you don't have to
take
down
advantage.
A bottle a day. You don't
take
have to
advantage
down.
Of the
You
time.
don't have. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm gonna be doing. I mean, shit. I'm almost there. Affiliate status on Twitch.
Go follow.
I'm starting to get back into posting YouTube videos again. I got off for like a couple weeks. Literally, the last video I posted was 2 weeks ago, and then you posted one. That like 30-second video of you literally murking that kid within like the first second of the gulag showers.
Bro, that was like 3 days ago.
Yeah, I know, but that day when you did that, I was like, fuck it, dude, I have to put something up. So I did a screen recording of like that new Naruto game that came out on mobile. And it was just like a little fight real quick, and that's when and that's that dude commented on that has like 350,000 subscribers.
Right.
He was like, nice vid, man. No commentary. You can't see me. It's literally like a 2-minute clip.
Like, that's that guy that commented on my 1v6. That was like, bro, your vids deserve more credit. He has 175,000 subscribers.
So it's like,
we are nice.
but like, use that time wisely. Like, this would be a perfect time for it. And like, that made me think, all right, I've gotten a few of my Call of Duty videos commented on like that, but I never gotten a video
different content
with a comment like that from somebody who is actually being successful on YouTube that fast from a video. So like, that's like a good thing to look at too. I might need to shift my focus a little bit more.
Well, that's
obviously
why
still
I
make Call of Duty content
to try and focus on other games, because the thing about it is that when you were saying the other day, when games are flooded like that,
oversaturated.
Like it's your video is 1 in a million, but when you post a video about Naruto, like not
a
everyone's posting.
mobile app.
Yeah, not everyone's posting about that every day.
I'm a Naruto fan, so it's like.
But that's what
it's
I'm saying.
easy to
so
do.
Use that. Okay, take advantage of. Okay, obviously these vids get attention. I can keep pumping these out while also doing these, and it will translate over.
Yep.
But anyway, all right. So yeah, that's pretty much all we really wanted to talk about.
But that was kind of
today.
what we just did. Is kind of an example. Use your time wisely. Like we literally just in
Thoughts,
a minute
bouncing.
and a half just thought of like new routes,
a
and
new way
ways
to
go
be successful.
about. Yeah. So it's easy to do. You know,
As
not
long as
off of
you're
a full
thinking
bottle of
about it.
alcohol.
Yeah.
Like really, it is. Of course, I'm gonna drink.
But we wanted to just talk about that really, and then we also wanted to kind of make light of the situation. Of course,
You can't really
during
make
this time, you're not really going to be able to leave the house. Of course, we talked about earlier if you're going to the grocery store, if you're going,
But no joyriding, no
pharmacy, things like that. But you're not allowed to just go, like I said, joyriding or just whatever. So we kind of thought of some funny excuses as to why you might be able to.
And these might work.
Hey, they might.
If you hear
might.
it, we will. Honestly might try one of these out. You know, because I work at a central business, so I automatically have the paper.
Yeah,
I'll
have the paper too.
I can joke around and then be like, nah, I'm like essential. But I'm gonna try to use one of these if I get stopped. So if anybody watching, if y'all happen to use one of these, put it in the comments and let us know how it went, what happened, dude. It just try it.
Well, like you're gonna be doing it for a real reason, but use it first and then see what they say.
And then see what they say. Yeah, and then comment what happened, like how they reacted to it, because. Like,
I'm sure they're gonna get a kick out of
some of these are
or they might be assholes. And
so you started up. We're gonna start with Brandon. He's gonna give you
his
first.
The first one is
now these are reasons to tell the cops if they pull you over.
If they pull you over and say, why are you out? What are you doing?
You know, they shine the flashlight in your eyes, blind you real quick, hit you with a flashbang, and they're like, "Why are you out here, huh?"
So you could say, "Well, officer, I'm going to pick up the 11th person for our party," because of course. During all this, you're supposed to have 10 people and shit. It was funnier when I first said it, but
no, that's fucking hilarious, bro. Like, we're going to pick up the 11th person for our party, like.
And then that's when he's like, "What?"
Yeah, like what?
Step out his head's gonna do exactly like that.
Yeah. Right.
But nah, that's number one. Number two.
So my first one, all right. So officer walks up. What are you doing out, sir? I'm only 23. I need not worry about a little virus, sir. That's my first one.
That is kind of serious, though, too.
It is. They say the younger people are not the ones that are really...
remember the video I was watching, Joe Rogan podcast? Great podcast, by the way. For people that know about it, shout out
Joe Rogan, man. He's been a legend since he started fighting
the grandfather
back in the 90s
of
and shit,
the
man.
podcast game. Because there's people that did it before him, but he's the first one to actually
Bro, and like Fear Factor was like always legendary. It was just so fun to watch, and
it's crazy how much shit he's been on that like people.
How much
shit
he does, bro. His UFC commentating is better than anybody's I've ever seen.
Because he knows.
Like, it's just funny, but he makes it like the way he reacts to people getting clocked in the fucking jaw and shit. Just either way. Shout out Joe Rogan and the Joe Rogan experience.
They were talking about testing for the coronavirus, and supposedly, if you want to apply to get tested, the first question that they ask you is, "Are you over the age of 65?" Now, I don't know if that's that specific test that they were talking about or what, but it's like, okay, why is that the first question? What if I'm 25 or 35 or 40? You know what I'm saying? Like, but that goes to show that the real risk is in the elderly, like we were just talking about, if I did have it a couple months ago and I got through it in 4 to 7 days, cool. Like it sucked, but it's obviously just a sickness, just like everything else.
Bro, when you just said something about testing, it made me bring something up just to kind of go left field for a second. So our store in Porter's Neck, which is an area of Wilmington, it's mainly where all like the rich people live and shit. But the Valvoline we have up there, the store manager was taking care of a lady, cashing her out, and she got a phone call. Well, the phone call was from her husband. He was calling to tell her that he had just tested positive for the coronavirus.
Oh, shit. And he was like, oh,
yeah.
shit.
So she's talking to him. She hangs up the phone, and literally the next words out of her mouth after he hands her the receipt is, "All right, well, I'll be back up here in a little bit with another car for inspection."
How did he know that he just heard on the phone?
No, she said it. She told like my husband just tested positive for coronavirus, and then
he
proceeds to
was
say,
like,
"I'm going to bring
"No,
another
you're
car."
not.
No, our area manager was like, "No, if she pulls back up on the light, you let her know why she cannot come back in the shop. Stay 6 feet away from the car and tell her she doesn't leave. We will call the cops on her." Like that's basically an act of terrorism. Like you know that you probably have the virus, and now you're
contracting in your house and you're bringing it in. Yeah.
But I just thought about that when he said something about testing. That's crazy though. Like how are you so nonchalant about it? Like, oh, that's whatever. I'll bring another car up here and no, the fuck you want. You're going to go home and lock down because you have it too. I'm sure your husband just fucked you last night. And, like, you're going to come in here.
And he came in there.
And think about it. If she already had it, that shop's done, bro. And she can't, but you know what I'm saying? She probably already had it. So that whole shop's probably done. Yeah. And, bro, like, what's crazy is, I hope I can't get in trouble for this, but the CEO was told about it. And that man was like, fuck it, disinfect everything, keep it moving.
You might get in trouble.
You were supposed to shut it down, though. Like, technically. I don't give a fuck, bro.
That out, bro.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, bro. I really don't.
If anything, that would be a viral thing that, like...
Yeah, like, why is this company doing that? And, like, I kind of on that side of, like, come on, bro. Like, you're already taking hits, but, like, you want to jeopardize
the health
those
of your
people's
employees,
health? That's kind of weird to me, which I probably could get in trouble. I don't give a fuck. But yeah, that's crazy to me, bro. He said disinfect everything and keep that shit moving. But all right, your next reason.
All right, next up, I'm gonna do this one second just because I think it's fun. Excuse me. So,
sir, what are you doing out today?
Wait.
Sir, why are you on the roads? That flashlight shit pisses me off, man. It's like, bro, you want to talk to me? Talk to me. Stop flashbanging me every fucking time I let a word out or you have a question for me. It's like, well, I would answer, but my eyes are fucking burning out of my
You could say, well, officer, I was...
Okay, I'm bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Bored in the motherfucker in the house bored and I'm bored in the motherfucker in the house bored. Bored in the house, bored in the house bored. Bored in the house, bored in the house bored. I'm bored in the motherfucker in the house bored. Okay, I'm bored in the house and I'm in the house bored.
Fact.
Because he's got to know that
Facts.
we're bored in the house when we're in the house bored.
fucking bored, my guy. Like, shit, dude. That's good. That was very good.
Play the TikTok and everything.
I really do like that one. That's really good. All right.
Number 3.
For me.
Well, Dylan. No, he wouldn't know your name was Dylan.
Yeah.
Well, he probably will. You're white.
I mean, he just looks at the license plate and knows everything about me, my past, my all this and that. Hey, Dylan.
You hear what I said?
Where are you at today? What?
You're white. So I knows you. Probably your dad or something.
Fuck off, bro. But he walks up to the window, asks me what I'm doing. I reply with, "Sir, I need more beer. I am not drunk enough."
The question is, does he arrest you and ticket you for DUI, or does he arrest you for quarantine?
Or does he just...
Or he'd be like, you know what, sir? I understand everyone's a little stir crazy. Get your ass back in the house.
Get your ass back home. We're going to follow you back there.
Or if you're like my skin complexion, he'll say, you know what, sir? Everyone's a little stir crazy. I'm going to fucking blow your head off.
Knowing WPD a little bit, they would definitely probably be like...
Strictly joking.
All good jokes contain true shit. The same rope you climb up on to hang you with. Yo. All right. But yeah, I need more beer. I am not drunk. Enough. Drunk, but I'm not drunk enough. So you let them know that you are, at that point in time, tipsy.
Intoxicated.
But not what you want to be too, so you're going to get more beer. Which is how 90% of DUIs happen. Where were you going? I was on the way to the store.
On the way to the ABC?
Yeah.
What if he said, on the way to do my ABCs? I'm like, sir, you know where you're going? Yeah, to the fucking ABC. What if he said, I'm going to the alphabet? And then...
That's our liquor store around here, by the way, for anybody who's watching that doesn't
North Carolina
have ABC stores.
And...
Virginia.
There's a lot of states that you'd buy it anywhere, bro. But anyway, another one is motherfucker comes up to the car asking you what you're doing out. Just sneeze on him, bro. What's he gonna do? He's gonna walk off, and then when you skirt, you're out of there.
Oh my god, he's gonna be so stunned. He's gonna be like getting hit with a stun grenade. He's gonna be like, oh, and then you just fucking punch the gas. That's good shit. Oh man, that's really good. Just sneeze on him.
Just like roll the window down. Sorry, sir. Sorry. I'm going to the hospital to get tested for COVID. And deliberately spit in his face. Like,
bro, that's a felony. Oh my god. And in these times, you probably get 2. Not only did you spit on an officer, but you spit on him after admitting you are sick. Alright. What reason is this?
I don't know.
This is 5, right? 3, and then you just did 4, yeah, so 5. 5. Sir, why are you out on the roads? Plug said come through. Plug said come through. I have to come through now.
Look at
he
the
might
text,
not text me
bro.
back later. Yeah,
I've been waiting for 3 hours, bro.
Can
He
I
said
get?
come
And then
through.
he responds with "Can I?" or "Come through." So I had to. There
come
was
through,
no other
bro.
time.
Otherwise, I can't smoke my weed, bro.
So for all those people living where it's legal, try that.
Yeah.
Try that one. That was for the West Coast mainly.
I'm bored in the house, and I'm in the house bored.
Hey, all right. Number 6. What you got?
Damn. That was kind of it for me.
That was. I got some right here, bro.
Back started hurting.
All right, so he comes up to the window. Sir.
Wait, got it. Sir. Oh, wait, do that again.
Sir, why are you out on the roads right now?
Well, I'm an inset. Run it back.
Sir, why are you on the fucking roads right now? Have you not heard?
I'm an essential employee.
Let me see the fucking papers, guy.
I don't have any papers, but I can show you.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm confused. Proceeds to give him head. Prostitutes are essential, I guess. I guess that's what Brandon's trying to say. That's fucking...
No G for P. Hashtag.
That's fucked up,
Unless,
bro.
no,
That's
stop.
fucked up, bro. Oh my
shit's
god.
crazy out here, bro.
Again, disclaimer. We are joking. Of course, prostitutes are dirty all the time. So, but they are not essential.
It depends on who you ask.
If you do buy a lot of prostitutes all the time, I'm sorry that you are upset that we are saying that they are not essential.
So well said. Depends
But
on who
they're
you
not.
ask. I bet Joe Biden thinks they're essential.
And Trump, bro, it was
No,
like
he was with Stormy. She's a porn star, not a prostitute.
no, bro, fucking Note Boys. They did one. He was on like the golf course or something. He's like, yeah, man. He's like, I played a hole a hole 18 with Donald Trump once, and he's like, and I had to kill it because I knew that he was gonna buy me hookers after if I did good, and he did. So he's like, but I had to sign an NDA for it, so you can't say anything. He's like, you promise you won't say anything.
I saw one of their videos. Fucking Riley Reid bought a pizza to them. You know who Riley Reid is? She's a porn star.
Oh.
And she's bad. But, like, she's not really that bad. She's kind of skinny, but she's talented. And
Dude, girls that get ran through for a job they're not really bad to me.
But it's just funny because, like,
they're
she
not bad
shows
to
up at the party with the pizza, and everyone in the comments is like, is that Riley Reid?
Dudes started unbuckling their pants, waiting for her to strip. That's fucked up, dude. That's crazy. They talk to a lot of people, bro. Like, they know a lot of people. Very successful. All right. So the cop comes up to your car. Sir, why are you out? You're not supposed to be out. You're an idiot. You reply with, I was just trying to find you. I'm out here looking for you the whole time. And you leave it at that. And then you kind of freestyle when they ask, why were you looking for me? And then you come up with whatever you want to do. I gave you the template. You finish it off. But they ask you, you say, I was trying to find you.
And that's when you say, my fucking sister's got COVID at the damn house. They were trying to get a damn escort to the hospital.
You could also reply with, Gods don't worry about sickness.
And what she will proceed to fucking think you're
Tase
crazy.
you to death,
Yeah.
probably. Let's see how much of a god you are.
Remember that?
Take this 80,000 volt.
Remember that one I showed you, where it was like, I'm COVID, I'm 19. And he's like, this is my resume.
He's like, you got You shut down the whole NBA and every sport, basically? He's like, yeah,
got a
man.
quarantine on the U.S.
He's like, even KD, he's like, I even got earlier. He's like,
and then he's like, Tom Hanks.
he's like,
We gotta get.
Yo, who else was there?
It was AIDS and
AIDS.
Ebola.
He was like, oh, he did get Tom Hanks. Wow. He's like, mighty impressive or some shit like that, dude. That was so funny. I'm COVID.
Trending dead.
That was
Crazy.
good. That was good. All right, got another.
Do one more and we'll sign it out.
All right, so they come up.
So I'll do it.
All right.
Well, we're gonna do a whole role play for this final one.
Oh, fucking dicks. God damn it.
Hello, sir. How you doing? You know why I pulled you over? There's a fucking quarantine going on. Fucking in the car. We're supposed to be at the damn house.
Well, fucking, if you lived with 15 goddamn brothers and sisters in a shack, you'd be out and about too.
Huh. Oh, man.
He said, huh?
Have y'all ever seen the Kevin Hart skit where, on one of his specials, he's talking about his dad telling him to take the trash out? And he was talking about his dad getting beat up by this dude down the street, Steve or something. And then he was like, after that, when my dad used to ask me to take the trash out, I'd be like, I'm gonna get Steve on you. He'd be like, oh, you gonna get Steve, huh? He'd be like, oh, okay. I'll take the damn trash out then.
Oh, you gonna get Steve on? Steve,
Okay.
give me a fucking trash bag.
Oh,
Dude,
man.
Kevin Hart's had some funny shit. Yeah, he is funny.
But, yeah,
Yeah,
man.
those are a few reasons that you can use. Also, in the comments, put any reasons that you guys would think to be funny to tell the police officer that pulls you over. Put down the comments. We're obviously going to read through them all. We're down for a laugh. So make them as absurd and funny as possible. Or you can even put serious ones up there.
Yeah.
But definitely put in the comments some reasons you think of that you could tell the cops why you're out and about during a mandatory shelter in place. Those are
Put 'em
a
down
few of the
there.
ones we had.
If you use ours, let us know down there as well.
Yeah, how it went.
Make sure to like. The likes are really important. The engagement's really important. We appreciate the support so far.
And if it happens to get to that point where I end up getting pulled over one day, I will record. And I will use one of these.
I will too, and that is also
Just to
because
see-
you should always record when you get pulled over anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So it's automatically like known to them that somebody's probably recording when they pull them over. But at the end too, I have the backup of my essential paper saying I can be out.
Yeah.
And also, I'm just making a funny YouTube video. So at the same time, I don't think they're not gonna pull you out the fucking car.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be that serious. I think if you really got caught and you legitimately didn't have a reason, like you're not going grocery shopping, you're not in essential employee, whatever, they'll probably just tell you to go home. You know what I'm saying?
They can't, but it is the law saying they can charge you.
Yeah, they can charge you or give you a fine. They can do something. So just be careful, man.
But have fun with it. I mean, like, honestly, these cops are in the situation, too. They're fucking having to be out and about. They have families as well, but they're having to be out and about during a fucking quarantine. They're already probably having a shitty day. So, like, it could lighten up the mood, you know?
It's true.
It could lighten up the mood. So I don't think it's very high risk just to mess around with the cop. They mess around with us, so.
But either way, stay in the house, though, because the other thing is that if you have it and don't have symptoms, you could contract it to people that could die. And you just want to be safe in this time. And
I mean, even my girl, when she works at Food Line, was a grocer. When her grandparents were down, they're in their 70s. She wouldn't touch a cash register. She even told them, I'm not touching a fucking cash register. I won't do it. Like, my grandparents are here. They're over 70 years old. Like, they are prime candidates to die from this fucking virus. I'm not doing it. So even little things like that, like if you got to take a sacrifice on something, just say
careful.
no. I'm not doing it. Like, I won't.
I
won't put other people in jeopardy.
Where it's allowable.
Exactly.
So be clean, guys. Stay safe. Try to have some fun. Try to make light of the situation. Try to use the time wisely. We'll try and figure out some way to put out a video throughout all this. We're both essential, so we'll both have notes. And then even if we can't do that, we can maybe do a live stream of something. So
yeah, we could figure that out for sure. Or we could do it like you're chilling at your house. I'm over here. We can still
just
do it
live
like
stream
that.
the video call or something. Yeah. So we'll be good though, guys. Thanks for the love. Check out the videos while we're quarantined and shit. Show some engagement.
We're gonna be putting them out. I'm gonna be streaming every damn day. Every damn day. Twitch.tv// Sensei.
More than likely, I will
Capital
be in
D,
the games
capital
with him
S.
too. So
Yeah, most likely. And then I'm gonna be putting up. I'm gonna be getting back to trying to get a video up every day or two. For my YouTube.
that's what I'm gonna try to do, especially if we're gonna be fucking locked in the house.
Yep.
We gotta try and do that. So, but anyway, subscribe, guys. Be Green Flex, Dill Sensei. Subscribe to both channels. Look out for more content coming in. Hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Yes.
And
much love, everybody. Much love.
Yeah, thank you for everything.
We haven't really been exploding with this.
Keep talking. But I'm signing out anyway.
But we are going to one day. Look at that.
It looked like the TikTok dance kind of.
Look at that. Look at that. Come on, man.
That is.
I told y'all I'm a sensei. My boy eating ramen. What's good?